true life and music history, the Ants Human Stars podcast, with your hosts, Caleb and Digo. Are you ready? Steady. Go.
Mr. Sebastian, it's good to see you. Digo, I miss you too. As you know, because you texted me the other day and I was literally like, I just lit up. I was like, oh, I miss Digo. And yes, I miss you too, Sebastian. So it's nice to see your face. And you got the whole setup, like just epic setup. One day I'll have an epic setup the way you do. I see you got the brand new Mountain Dew that you were promoting. Can you please get Ants Human Stars a sponsorship with Mountain Dew? Okay.
Y'all need a sponsorship. I need a sponsorship. Did y'all see that new Flash trailer?
I did. And I can't lie that like I feel some kind of way about it because I feel some kind of way about Ezra Miller. And I feel some kind of way, and I feel some kind of way about a white man committing atrocities and getting away with it. But then there's multiple black men. Specifically, I'm talking about in the realm of superhero in this world who have also, Jonathan Majors has committed the atrocity.
Yeah.
But then you look at somebody like Ray Fisher who did nothing but call out bad behavior and hire up people, and he was pretty much drugged through the mud. But yeah, this Ezra Miller guy has assaulted people and repeatedly over and over and over again, but because of this world and system that we live in, he gets a pass, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that happened and whatever. The movie is so great, and he's such some of the I don't know who was it, the producers or the director, but are like, oh yeah, he was such a joy to work with and he's such a great actor. And I'm just like, I really, even though it looked kind of cool, I'm like, I have no interest in supporting this film because I'm because I feel like that's also me supporting this film is also me supporting, like, yeah, we can just excuse all the things that he's done. That's okay. And I'm just
I am oblivious to the things that he's done.
It's everything.
I have no idea. He's
like assaulted a couple of women, like on video.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I thought it was just some.
No, it's not hearsay.
Like,
go look it up.
The stuff.
No, but I didn't think it was sexual. I thought it was just like, I don't know, like he blurted out the plot for the Marvel movie or something. I mean, sorry, the DC movie. Or no, it's sexual stuff. Man,
I don't even think it was. One of them might have been sexual, but he like punched a girl in the face, like a woman in the face.
Oh, so just straight up abuse.
Yeah, but it was like a rant. Like, I don't think it was like a romantic thing. It was like, I don't know. He got in an altercation with some woman on the street. Am I wrong, Sebastian?
I know there was some stuff in Hawaii where
he used his superpowers.
I mean,
goodbye.
But yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh. Well, how are you feeling about it? How did you feel about the trailer? And
I mean, some of the visuals looked kind of shitty, in my opinion. But Michael Keaton, back as Batman. I mean, he's
100%.
He is my favorite Batman. And
that's you both.
Okay, we're gonna talk about this. Shut up about Ezra. Let's stop talking about it. Okay, I don't want to see that movie. I want to see a YouTube clip of all Michael Keaton in that movie, and that's what I want to watch. That's it. I just want to watch Michael Keaton's roles in that movie, all 2 minutes of it, and that's it.
So I also heard that apparently he was supposed to be in the Batgirl movie. That's the one they canceled, right?
Yeah.
And I heard that he was supposed to be in that, but because they wanted him in the Flash and that to be a big drawing point, that was also a reason for them canceling that movie, even though it was all done. Yeah.
Yeah, they did like test screenings and all that, and it just didn't go over well with the Warner Brothers.
With the idiots. You know what
Yeah, although Blue Beetle, have you seen the trailer for that? That looks
Blue
like it could
Beetle.
have some potential.
I watched it one time. Usually I want to like watch it like a couple of times to kind of like get a feel on it. But like they there was this part that they showed him having like Buster Blade from Final Fantasy like towards the end, which is really cool.
Okay.
Because I guess he said you can make any weapon like that you can think of like come to life essentially, and it was Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. His sword.
That's right. That's right.
Really cool.
Yeah. The big cloud sword. Yeah.
Yeah. And then George Lopez being in it's great.
I'm actually more interested in its main character, Cholo Mariduena, who is the star of Cobra Kai Netflix series, which is amazing. I wasn't into Karate Kid that much as I don't know. I watched the movie, but I didn't care much about it. But it's really amazing, and I'm all like, I don't know. I kind of like the actor. He's a new twink up on the streets, rising star, and now he's gonna do this movie, and I'm like, I'll sign up. And of course, George Lopez. Sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
From what I heard or like what I read on like a couple articles was that now like the Warner Brothers and like the DC like movie stuff is like completely like separate essentially. So that'll be good. I feel like, or at least like James Gunn will do what he wants to do for all that.
Now, as much as I was excited about Michael Keaton, when I heard Michael Keaton, of course, I immediately masturbated. But then I thought about, hey, if they're going to bring back Michael Keaton, would they? Maybe would they? Just in the perfect world, even for one fucking scene, because she left that movie with one life. And she is still alive, and she could still be Catwoman, and she is still fine. And you know who I'm talking about?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Hells yeah. Michelle Pfeiffer reprising her role as the Catwoman that has ever existed, and alongside with old Catwoman with old Michael Keaton in a scene where they like whatever meet up at the end of the movie. It doesn't have to be an action scene. It could just been, hey, the same a quote from the movie. It's Christmas. Old Batman is walking. There's mistletoe, and this woman comes out of nowhere, and it's like even deadlier if you mean it. Whatever the line is from the movie. Michelle Pfeiffer. But no, none of that's gonna happen. None of it.
No. I saw like a couple things of like possibly surprise cameos. Like there's gonna be like a lot of like cameos in that movie.
I wouldn't be surprised because I feel like what they're doing is like they're trying to fast track to multiverse in the DC world. Because actually, so I watched the show Titans on HBO, which is soon supposed to be just called Max now, which is so dumb. I don't know who the hell are these people running these companies who think these are such bright ideas and it's actually trash. But anyways, I watched Titans, and in the last episode, Beast Boy taps into this thing called the Red, and so now he's like connected to every single living thing across all the universe and all different universes, and it shows clips from like the Flash and
like wait, the
Wonder
CW?
Woman and
like the CW Flash,
Flash, but then also the DC cinematic universe, like clips from that and stuff as well. So I'm like, this is interesting. I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, I watched that and I was like, okay.
Didn't it get canceled though?
Well, this is the last season.
Like, is this the last season? Okay.
Which I must say, I liked the casting for that show, except the girl who played Raven. I didn't really like her.
Yeah.
I mean, no shade to her, but it was just they could have found somebody better. But I thought he was a great Beast Boy. The girl who plays
Starfire.
the Star Girl. Was it
Starfire?
Starfire. Yeah, she was good.
Star Girl.
I couldn't remember. I was like, it's Star something. And the guy and Dick. Yeah.
That Dick. That Dick is good.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
That's the only reason I started watching that show.
Yeah, they were all really good cast. So I don't know what they're doing with where they're planning to take this, and I don't know.
I mean, you know how I feel about that show. So
I know. Okay, so you know what I really wanted to like touch on. So I was Sebastian. I was hanging out with Kenny last night. We just caught up. We hadn't seen each other in like several months, and so
the man.
We caught up, and I'm sitting here, and I was like thinking, I was like, man, I really appreciate my straight guy friends. Like I do, I really, because in a world where there's so many guys that are still like homophobic and like they think like my gay is gonna rub off on them. I really appreciate people like you and Kenny and I have a couple other friends who like it's just not even a thing. Like it's just like, yeah, that's my friend, and we talk like it's nothing, and I can tell them about guys, and they tell me about girls, and it's like just cool. And so one, I'm listening to Digo here talk about dicks, and you're just like there, and I'm just like
this is a Wednesday night.
No, I know, and I didn't come up with like a question, but I was like thinking about it because I was like, oh, well, you're gonna be a podcast, and I'm like, yeah, you were two gay dudes, like what do you think it is that like, is it just that you're just secure in who you are, so like that just doesn't bother you, versus there's a whole lot of other guys who are just like I don't really want to be around that because I guess they feel it's gonna rub off on them or something, but is it just that you're like, nah, I'm just so secure in who I am?
Spot. Jeez.
I know. I'm sorry, but I was like,
no, you're good.
I mean, again, about this question.
No, it does.
But again, I was thinking about it because of like I said, I was hanging out with Kitty and we just had really good conversation. We literally were talking from like 7 p.m. to 11. The security guard at the mall was like, y'all gotta go. So we were just sitting down.
Allied
talking.
Services was like, all right, come on.
Yeah.
Target's closed. Let's go.
Exactly. Shout out to Allied. But and then I was like, like Sebastian's another one of my straight male friends who like we can just hang out and talk about anything, and it's not even a thought or a conversation. So I'm putting you on the spot.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Like I'm secure enough to like we'll talk about, you'll talk about guys and I'll talk about girls, and it's just whatever. Like I don't see you any different, and like guys that are like people that are like I don't want to hang around them because they'll hit on me or something. I'm like, they ain't worried about you. Like
exactly. 9 times out of 10, it's the guy's worried about gay guys hitting on them. It's like no one's even looking at you, sir. Like not at all.
Like I don't have a problem with gay people, but if they hit on me, like
exactly.
whenever they say shit like that, I'm just like
and that's a lot of guys, and so that's why I should have thought more of my question, but I'm like, I really appreciate.
Well, if you flip the script, it doesn't make sense. Well, it doesn't make as much sense, or maybe we're not used to it. But like, if somebody asks me, hey, like you have straight friends, like how do you deal with that? Are you secure with your gayness to talk with straight friends?
You're right.
Like this doesn't make sense at all. It's
but that's the thing. Because we live in a world where that's not a thing. It's not a thing of like, oh, somebody's straightness is going to rub off on me. We live in a world where there are plenty of people who are like, oh, but like their gayness is like, they're going to hit on me, or I don't want people to think I'm gay too, blah, blah, blah. That's kind of why I bring it up. Yeah.
But that's why it thinking it that way clarifies it, I think, a little bit more from than the normal way it was. It's like, no, it's not that way. It's never been that way. People, the ugliest men in the world are the ones that are most worried about having gay men rub on them, and like it's never like fucking Brad Pitt who's like, oh man, I'm really homophobic. I really like, I can't like, I can't have a guy like, look at me even. No, it's the freaking fat ass
Republican.
Not saying that exactly.
not saying fat people can't find love. That's not what I meant. But it's just always that way. It's like
You got love for the thick boys.
Thing.
definitely
Podcast gonna get canceled.
Definitely. I know. Cut that.
Clean it up. Clean it up. Roll it back. Roll it back. Clean it up. No, you're right. You're right. You're right, Digo, and that does put it in complete perspective. I just had a moment of like, man, I really appreciate my straight friends that are just so cool, and I can be completely open in myself. And yeah,
now I've been hanging out with. Go ahead.
I just want to say really, really quick. Only thing I want to add was that I think I had that like feeling or why it means so much to me, because that's what I was always kind of that wasn't the main thing I was worried about, but that was one thing that, like, being a teenager, not being out, I was always worried, like, oh, well, like, my friend isn't going to talk to me anymore if he thinks I'm gay, because then he's going to think I'm hitting on him, or he's going to think blah, blah, blah. And so, but fast forward to now and having multiple straight male friends that are like, yeah, whatever, man, like, cool. It's like, oh, wow, like I was kind of worried about something that I didn't need to be worried about, because if I had friends that did feel that way, then like I don't need to be friends with them. So okay, I'm done.
Off the soapbox.
I'm done.
I got a certain someone here, and he told me all of his friends are straight. I was like, all of your friends? He's like, yeah, every single one. I only have straight friends. And I'm like, not by like choice, not by like, I don't want to hang out with gay people. It's just like, it just happened, right? And I'm like, and then I'm analyzing, and I'm like, Caleb, Chris, Jesse, Catherine. Like, I'm just like labeling all like the main people in my life, all of them gay. So gay. So like, I don't got a straight friend to save my life. I just can't. I'll be drowning looking for a straight person. I can't find one.
So it's kind of like 50-50 for me. I was going through and I'm counting, and I'm like Sebastian, from Cody, Rob, Kenny, but then I have Digo, Labreeze, my friend Lanny. I'm like, oh yeah, they're all gay. So it's kind of 50-50 for me. Like, I have my gay friends and they're my straight friends, and I only have one of my, because I consider y'all a part of my circle. I have like my circle of like, it's like 7 or 8 people. When it comes to the girls, I have one friend who she's bi, but then the other 2 like close girlfriends that I have are both straight. So I'm diverse, okay, with my friend group.
You bisexual.
Exactly. And that's the thing. I got some of y'all are black, Latino. We got Sebastian, who's mixed. My other friend Rob, he's white and black. So I got them Labreese's. I think I got a lot of mixed friends. But anyways, it's real diverse. It's real diverse over here in my friend group. And scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Thanks for listening to the Ants Human Stars podcast with Caleb and Digo. Stay connected and get updates about new episodes by visiting our website, antshumanstars.com, and by subscribing wherever you listen to podcasts. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a positive rating and review, and share about us with your community on social media. Thanks, y'all. We really appreciate it.